Why, hello everyone. Welcome to PlayFrame and to another week of Elden Ring. There's a dragon cave, and we're going to go in it. What do you think's in the dragon cave? I don't know either. Let's find out. With a lantern, because it's dark. So, lit that already. So I have been noticing, and I put a comment on the first episode mentioning it. I've not been seeing any of the group password messages popping up, and it sounds like a lot of other folks haven't been either. I think that might be broken in the DLC right now. Just for some reason, group password stuff is not working in the DLC area. Not sure why. I'm sure that's a bug and something that will get addressed probably before this playthrough is done, given how long it takes us to get through these. So we got like a Faramazula beast looking a little worse for wear. Whoa. You just fall to pieces. Did you? Wait. Hang on. Did you fall to pieces and then the bones that came off turned into another smaller beast? Or did I just get snuck up on? Claws are not a good weapon for this fight. I think I know exactly what I need to be using for this fight. Big bonks that also do holy damage. No. No. Get out of here. You're a lot sturdier than I expected. Ow. Watch it. That was a poor choice, tactically. I've been there, trust me. Nope. I'm gonna have to watch carefully next one of those I fight, because I could have sworn it fell to pieces, and then the bones that came off formed a smaller version of it that attacked me. And if that's not what happened, that's a pretty good idea for a Soulsborne enemy. Anyway, feel like I'm gonna fall through a floor or something. Smithing stone 1. 6 of them, sure, but 1! It's actually fine that they are changing up, that they're not kind of adhering to how they did smithing stones in the original, where they were sort of a useful indicator of the difficulty of the zone you were in. If anything, by this point in the game, if you've made it to this point in the game, most all levels of smithing stone are still helpful to have for upgrading more kinds of weapons. Yes, you can buy more, and at the rate we're getting runes now, it's not hard to do so, but still. This is saving you a little bit on the rune budget for upgrading new weapons, and I suppose that's nice of them. Just surprising. Oh my. Boy, they don't make small caves out here, huh? Oh, who's shooting at me? Oh. Got some sharp eyes on that one. Okay. Taking this. Get out of here. Big bonks. Nope. Hey, have fun with this. Does pretty good damage to the dead. I think I did imagine what happened with that first enemy. But boy, what a good idea for an enemy. It's that perfect midpoint between cool and silly. FromSoft bread and butter. I saw a place I could jump down back here to, well, I saw a place I could fit through and jump down if I was an idiot. Doesn't look safe to do. I think I'll just, go around. Maybe after... just a little bit of recreational sniping. Per someone's suggestion, I went ahead and moved my, seal to my weapon hand. Which I hadn't done previously just because I liked the idea of being able to have the weapon out still and, like, being able to cast spells and have my main weapon out. But I think more often than not, having the shield out while trying to cast things is probably going to work better for me. Plus, this makes it easier to two-hand the seal, which I didn't realize apparently affects damage of the stuff you cast. So that's cool. Zap. Hey, can my discus reach from here? Because that'd be pretty sweet. Bet it can. Yep. Bonkers range. Ah, whatever. Let's just go fight him. There's one of you. Where's the other? Uh-huh. No sneaking up. Oh, you're a pushover now that I've softened you up so much. Yeah. Snuck up on me. Ah, dang. Hang on. Nope. Eh. There we go. That's a lot of fire. There's way fewer dragons and more beasts than I anticipated finding in Dragon Cave. Though maybe this cave is kind of like the best, like, communion temple they can manage out here. Especially if it's, like, beast folk doing it. It seems like the Horn Scent are more the, like, authorities out here, like the group in power. And if they're not into the whole dragon communion thing, then they'd have to find somewhere to hide. Be brave, show no fear. That sounds like invisible floor to me, which... okay. Before I do that, though, because... that could be a very, very short experiment. Nothing else here. What did we pick up a second ago, by the way? I forgot already. Right, a better rune thing. Cool. And yeah, I think I've read most everything else we picked up. Except, actually, that just reminds me. Someone mentioned, and I had forgotten this completely, if I ever knew it, the maps you pick up for the area have text description on them, which I did not remember at all. Now if I could just remember where they went. Here we go. Map of the gravesite plain. A somber plain covered in spirit graves. The spiral tower of the Horn Scent lies to the northwest, and the entire expanse is marred by the harrowing ravages of war. You know, we've pieced a lot of that together ourselves by now, but that would have been a helpful tip to start with. What's up this way? Oh, there's the dragon I was promised. Hi. Not a good place to be. Just kind of trying to find my, okay. No, not ideal. Not ideal. Not ideal. Run. Nyeh. I don't know if I'd fully pieced it together during the playthrough, but we fought one or two of these magma worms before, and there is a description thing somewhere describing how one of them used to be... Oh, we can really cheese this, can't we? Describing how one of them used to be a, well, can kind of cheese it. One of them used to be a man who partook of dragon communion too much. And we have been sort of warned by Yura, if nobody else, that we've been warned by descriptions or characters, I can't remember who, that partaking of dragon hearts has a cost eventually. It might be that Elise here is destined to turn into one of these someday. You know, I don't know how susceptible you are to rot, but that seems worth trying. Let me actually go ahead and use the rest of the FP I have here doing these. Yep. Just so I can get all fulled up. Whoop, hang on. Sorry for the bad camera angle, it's keeping me pretty alive. It's very close quarters to have to fight a magma worm in. Okay. Now let's see about that whole rot deal. Have fun! Did it take? No. Wow. Did that take? Yeah, all right. That's what we like to see. Admittedly, not the most fun fight to watch, I suppose. We'll be more sporting. Especially now that we've got it rotted and near dead. Sportsmanlike. Oh boy. Nah. No. 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 There we go. And a snack for later. Sunk cost, am I right? All those other dragon hearts aren't getting uneaten. I'll tell you that much. That ship done sailed and been digested. Did we get anything other than the heart of interest? No. No, well, just the stone, which is great. No other interesting descriptions, though, I don't think. All right. Might be time to be brave and show no fear. Which I'm guessing means not just walking out here, but maybe even running or jumping. Keep moving. I'm gonna try jumping and then just continuing to run across. No fear. Woo! Oh. Not what I expected. But also could have been much worse. And we're pretty low on FP now, so... better make the most of what we got. Hi, Ancient Dragon Man. Hey, it's you! Well, we know what to do with you. Okay, you've got new tricks, I see. Or you just didn't get a chance to throw that out there before. By the way, I also have a new trick, slash ally, if you'll just give me a chance. I don't know if you will, though. Foolish, perhaps, but now we got a new friend who's out here to help. He's jumpy. He's magical. He's really getting beaten up right now. Let's, okay. Hey, jumpy bud. Gonna need a little bit more backup here. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Let's stagger this fool. So much. Yeah, that's right. Ow. Hoits. Enjoy that. Yeah, ha ha ha. It never ends. You're dead. Get out of here, Ancient Dragon Man. Thanks for the... oh boy, that's probably a fun toy, huh? That seems like what might be, in fact, a fun toy. Makes me glad I didn't... I was considering just upgrading the Great Katana a lot for this session, but I thought, no, I've still got... I've not used these claws a whole ton. Well, this battlefield's a mess now. I've not... like, I'm still enjoying my hammer a bunch. We're gonna find tons of new toys. Let's not rush this. Glad I waited. Because this DLC is clearly going to be giving us a lot of toys, and I feel like this is where Dragon Communion's gonna happen. Ooh. Hello. Probably better rest. We're a bit low on many things. Can't quite get a level yet, but that's fine. Those things is pretty expensive these days. Ooh. We emerge somewhere else. But where? Ooh, okay. Oh, is this how we're going to get to Bale's Peaks? I think so. It's not quite what I meant to do. Don't know my own strength. Foot of the Jagged Peak. Oh boy. There's a few more dragons. Just hanging out. I am really spoiled for choice on possible directions right now. Can I see a... wait, what was that? That might literally have actually been the wind. For the first time in history, the dangerous sound was actually the wind. Anyway, it could keep going this way into the unknown. More unknown up here. I do feel like I should kind of go back up here to check out what's up top. Kind of above this dragon cave area. Because I didn't explore any of this yet. And this does not seem to be the direction that Miquella's footsteps are headed. Either. Is there more down there? Maybe not. Tell you what, though, I don't feel like fighting 3, 4 plus dragons right now, though. It's a really rad archway there, though. Very intimidating, all of it. That's a lot of dragons. And then something else that goes down that way. Yeah, this feels like a stretch to investigate a little bit later. Well, let's try to scoot past the dragons. Wait, hang on. Is this developer message, or do we actually have a group password working? Did they fix it? Oh no, this is an NPC. Baal, O terror incarnate, again I stand before ye. Wow, you're making your way here. Impressive resolve on this one. Yeah, so that seems the way to go if we're wanting to eventually make our way up toward a big dragon fight. I am curious what's down that way, though. As long as we're in the area, able to snoop. Imagine if these dragons were cool, though, and like... Oh. Or dead? Maybe a lot more of these dragons are dead than I expected. That one in the middle definitely is not. That one's still like breathing and moving. And there's a summoning pool, and I can summon. Just passing through. Don't mind me. Just another dragon in progress. Going on their merry way. Oh, it's a deer. I was trying to figure out what is that yellow thing up there. I think it's a deer? Or... Oh, maybe it's like a thunder sheep. One of those like thunder goats. Or maybe just a regular goat. There were those thunder goats that were like rolling a what? Hang on. Giant golden goat. Whoa. Giant golden goats. Heck yes. Majestic. Okay, we got some more beast skeleton types down here. No thanks. Passing through. Yeah. Okay, yep. Okay. Whoa. Look at how staggeringly rad that is. That is amazing. Here's our dragon communion spot. Goodness gracious, that's cool. We found a lot of dead dragons in FromSoft games. This is well beyond anything they've done before on that front, though. Wow, that's a cool sight to come across. Ooh. A fellow gourmand. Didn't we just fight you, or someone very similar? Hi.
Warrior troop, picture yourself feasting upon a dragon's essence.
Done.
On the throbbing heart of the oldest, vilest dragon of them all. It would be the purest form of communion, the fullest sating of your hunger and your consummation as a dragon whole.
You know, I was just joking about the whole dungeon meshi, or delicious in dungeon thing last week, but that is increasingly becoming the theme out here, and I am here for it. I'm in.
Yes, as it should be. Now, seek the jagged peak. There you will find Bale, the oldest and vilest of all dragons, land-bound warrior. Follow your desire and slay the foul beast. Devour its throbbing heart. I will grant you the strength required. In the name of my lord, Placidusax.
Ooh. Ancient Dragon's Blessing. Heck yes. Which of the dragons... I'm trying to remember which one was Placidusax. Because we fought several named ones. You know what? This is interesting enough. I'm actually going to look it up. Hang on. Okay, this is going to be a quick named dragons we've encountered or heard about recap real quick. I think there's like a dozen of them. There's a handful that we have defeated and then gotten specific like dragon powers and spells from. Let's see, there was Borealis, the cold element dragon we ran into up in the mountains, kind of on the lake. There was Decaying Exekeys, who we fought in Caelid, who is just a scarlet rot-infested dragon. The Elder Dragon Grail, that giant, like, mother of dragons, who was basically just immobile and could only summon other dragons to kind of try to fight you off. Which is definitely probably the biggest dragon we have seen, the biggest living dragon, anyway, that we've seen in the game. There was Flying Dragon Agil, who was probably the first one we saw, who was the dragon in Limgrave, kind of on that lake, who swoops down on you. There's Flying Dragon Grail, who is, I think, also in Caelid, closer to the Beast Sanctum. Yeah, like on the bridge. There's the Glintstone Dragon Ajula, who is the one who you first... you encountered them near, like, the Carian's manor, and then later on, kind of on that cliff top. Basically, as long as you're pursuing Ronnie questline stuff, you'll run into this magic-infused dragon. There was another magic-infused dragon just out and about in the Rael Lucaria area. Glintstone Dragon Smaragd. There was the Great Worm Theodorix, who is just one of those worms, kind of like the one that we just saw, except I think they had like a bigger, like fancier fire weapon. Where did we run into them? Oh, they were out in like the snowfields. Magma Worm Makar is the one that I think I was thinking of, who was the person, I guess the Theodorix was probably like this too. Like that lava dragon we just fought. is someone who used to be human, but went a little too deep into Dragon Communion, and now they're that. Then we're getting to like the bigger ancient dragons. Like Ancient Dragon Lanciax is like sort of like red lightning infused dragon that we fought out in Altus Plateau, outside of Lendel. There's the Lich Dragon Fortisax, who was sort of a down in the, like down below in those death-infested ruins with all the ants, standing guard over Godwyn, the first demigod to die. And then, right, okay, then there's Dragon Lord Placidusax, who is like the giant, ancient, two-headed dragon that we fought up in the crumbling Farum Azula. We like fought them and like time reversed in order for us to get to them. It was a whole neat set piece. Right, so they are the one that this entity serves here. What's your name? Who are you? Grand Altar of Dragon Communion. Boy, no kidding. But you're not on the map yet. I guess because no map.
Warrior true. What is it that you need?
Ask about Baal. Oh, you're just Dragon Communion Priestess. You're rad.
In a time long past, Baal turned upon the Dragon Lord. The foul traitor assailed our master and inflicted a grievous wound, only to make a hasty retreat, becoming a sworn enemy of the group. Since that day, Baal and his bloodline, the Drakes, have served as sacrifices for Dragon Communion, land-bound warrior. My lord, Placidusax, has shown your kind what must be done. Seek communion. Sate your boundless appetite. Feel the euphoria of a dragon's essence taking root in your meager frame.
You don't have to sell me on it. In for a penny, in for a pound.
In a time long,
okay, that's the same. Right.
Seek, feel.
Great to meet you. This is all extremely cool. Let me read that thing I just got. Also, just checking. Yeah, okay. Dragon Communion Priestess. So, a consumable. Uses FP to increase all damage negation. Neat. A favor bestowed by the Dragon Communion Priestess in the name of the Dragon Lord Placidusax. Consume FP to increase all forms of damage negation, including physical. This also increases damage negation while guarding as an additional effect. Each night, the priestess offers her own sleep to her lord, and in turn receives the power of his favor. Neat. Did I read this? I didn't read this yet. The Dragon Hunter's Great Katana. A great katana with spines of gravel stone along its blade, wielded by the ancient dragon man of the Dragon's Pit, has an anti-dragon effect. Formerly a Dragon Communion warrior, the ancient dragon man was once arbiter of those worthy to devour the dreaded one. Neat. Dragon Wound Slash, though. Designed to hunt colossal dragons, this skill cloaks the armament with a jagged gravelstone aura before performing a high leaping slash. Charge the attack to also fire off the aura. We are upgrading that one for sure. Because that seems cool. I will need more dexterity for it, but I don't think we have a choice. Non-optional. The theming is too good. Ritual of Dragon Communion and Communion with Baal. So this is the standard sort of thing. Okay, we can get Ghost Flame Breath. Transforms caster into a dragon to spew Ghost Flame Breath. Charge extends duration. The land of spirit graves is home to all manner of dead, and even the corpses of fallen dragons found their way here. Several of them were endowed with such vivacity that even in death, they could not fully die. Neat and mine. Before I do that one, just gonna rest here for a second. Just in case this turns out badly for me. Oh, okay. Well, if we get a hold of the Heart of Baal, we can get Baal's Tyranny, channels Dread Dragon to roar with a heatwave blast. We would need so much arcane for this, there is no way. One of the greatest Dragon Communion incantations, harnesses the fearsome power of Baal the Dread. Channels the form of a dread dragon to emit a mighty roar accompanied by a heatwave burst, causing violent eruptions of fire in the area. Even after being consumed, the throbbing heart of Baal continues to resist its subjugation, never weakening. One day, the fire within will consume the very body and soul of its communion devourer. One day. And Baal's flame lightning. Oh, these are like, you gotta pick between these two once you've got that heart. Channels the form of the dread dragon in the right arm to smash foes with an exposed talon bone, coursing with flame lightning. Even after being consumed, right, okay. Both of these require a bonkers amount of arcane that I will never have. But they're very cool. Amazing. This was a good find. I am wondering now, if I were to go back... We saw Egon, or Igon, or however you want to pronounce it, back here, all in pain and whatnot, but it seems like we ran into their message saying that they were progressing further up the mountain. I'm curious, though, if we will find them if we go back. Probably not. But it is important to check. And... no. Okay. As expected. Then, as long as we are back here, let's poke our head up above. Through all this. Because I don't feel like I looked around thoroughly up here. Pretty sure I grabbed any shinies I'd have wanted in the middle here, but if you insist. Come on. Goodbye. Let that be a lesson. Just gonna go around. I don't feel like fighting every bird gargoyle. Look at the ghost flame you're throwing around. And these aren't, like, armored up in the same way. At least not in quite the same way. They are looking even more similar to the death birds back in the lands between. Much smaller, obviously, but that long, craning neck, you can kind of see it. Oh, fine. What did I miss? Nope. Hold still. Hey! Bird, we're not having a repeat of this. Nah. More than one of you. Bird. The disrespect. I won't stand for this. I'm the doggone Elden Lord. Bird, you can't just treat me like this. Unacceptable. And you. Don't think I didn't notice you. No. Ah! Didn't know that was coming back for me. Neat trick, though. Where were we? And what else are they hiding up here? I see you. No sass. A suppressing pillar, huh? Ow. What is it I have found here? I must know. Seems like another variety of dungeon. Oh, nope, nope. This one go up. So, wow. Very up. Nice. Real glad they're giving me more of those, because there's altogether too many toys to play with. The very center of the lands between. All manners of death wash up here, only to be suppressed. So is this like... Is that referring to all of this down here, or is that like specifically this spot? Are we like effectively directly underneath the Erdtree here? Because I would kind of assume that that was closer to where the Erdtree might be, but I suppose there's a lot about here I don't understand yet. It does make sense, death being suppressed, though. That's kind of the Golden Order's entire deal. The rune of death is removed. Death no longer exists as a thing in the lands between, which is why those who live in death are seen as so heretical. And one of the demigods actually being killed was a huge regime-shaking event. So that's where we started running around. There's the bridge across. There's the... I think that's the fort we wound up... Yeah, that's the fort we wound up in. Enemy camp kind of down that away. Still lots to explore around there. Also just that castle. And then the bigger castle. This is a big DLC. I'm thrilled. You can kind of see what feels like everything from here. The enormous dragon. The peaks. Whatever the heck all that down there is. All of these, like, higher up areas that I've not figured out how to get up to. I am so thrilled by there being so much of this game. It's going to take a while to get through, and I could not be happier about it. You know, I feel like next episode, step 1 should be going and fighting that thing again. I feel like we are prepared. I think we can beat that thing. Tune in tomorrow to find out. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!